It's a bonus day. Today's bonus day, though. Instead of leveling and treasure hunting, because we're running low on those things to do. Hi, Noob. Noob is here. Noob says hello. He's like, oh, the stream's starting. Gotta say hi to everyone. He always says hi now. He gets excited to see everyone. So today's bonus stream is Genshin Impact. Because we've got some stuff to do. There's an event going on, and I've been waiting so that I could do my Impact event with all of you. I honestly don't even completely know what it is. It's trials or dungeons or something with characters that I don't get to select. So, we'll see how that goes. Because, I like my characters, and, well, I don't stray very far from the characters I like to use, so it'll be fun. Anubis brought us a fleece. Anyway, we've got story to do, too. There's a new character named Eula, and, of course, her story came out, so we're gonna do that, too. Hi, everyone. Hello. It's due tomorrow? What, the event? Noob noises. Alright, let's get over there. Let's go. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let me make sure I don't have my volume turned off, too. What, Noob? Are you still talking? Whoa. I think that counts. Let me just... There. We are at 1. Yes, Noob. I know. He's so upset. So why isn't anybody saying hello back to me? They're saying hello back, you just can't hear them. Why is there a random chicken here? Anyway, so, first, before we start other stuff, I am dangerously close to capping my points. So, let's fix that. He is upset. He's upset that his dad is at work. It makes him upset. Anubis disagrees. No work. Work bad.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Gather!
Which? There we go.
So quick to believe.
Inadmissible evidence!
How unbecoming. Not bad. You've got it.
I'm not done with you, child.
All you do is run.
Excuse me? All I do is run? Ouch. Oh no!
No use hiding back there.
Stabilize!
Something else?
Time to go!
Oh. Child's a magical boy now. That's how it works, right?
Rise!
Stop moving out of my field. I use it to do stronger hits to you. Therefore, you should stay in it.
Shake the hands! Incinerate!
Oh, damn it. He moved.
Order guide you. Gather!
Now stay there this time.
Motion to compare.
Where's my flower? There it is. Nice. I use these a lot. A lot of my characters use these. So that's a good thing to get. Next. We do these every week. Usually, I would already do them yesterday, but I forgot. I ended up making a whole bunch of resin instead of doing my weekly bosses like I usually do. I went to the wrong teleport. We're taking the scenic route. Scenic route. Scenic route. Dvalin? Oh. Dvalin's a joke. I don't even use Beto on him anymore. Please stop air current. Thank you. I'll show you a secret. See this pile of rocks over here? Just stand right here. And don't move. Never move.
Quake! Gather!
Incinerate!
I don't think I can one-turn him. I'm only level 70. I'm not sure that's actually possible for me. Zero, excuse me. I could probably beat him faster than I do, but I'm not too concerned about it. Oh, whoops, I forgot that's next. Whoopsie. Nah, Dvalin's a super relaxed fight for me. This is my chill fight. Yeah, my Hu Tao could probably one-shot him.
Let's go, let's go.
Is there a reason I can't switch characters? There we go. Thank you, game.
Rise!
Where's my second pillar? I've been chipped out of a pillar. I think it broke on Dvalin. I really do need to get like artifacts and stuff for Mona. I don't have any. I'll let Hu Tao take a few hits, get her HP lower. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Motion to compare.
Oh, I'm forgetting to do my charge attack. There we go. That would probably help. That's how chill my Dvalin fight is. I just forget to even do my mechanics. It's like, oh, this is nice. Comfy. Comfy fight. I've got Mona up to level 60 now, I think. It's either 50 or 60 I got her up to. But I don't have any artifacts for her, so I still can't use her. I'm excited for that, though. Master Zhongli.
This is order.
Oh. Whoops. We went the wrong way. It's fine.
Boom boom.
Oh. Well, I fell. Good job, me. It's fine. Oh, look. Oh, really? Well, that's fine. I didn't want to pull out my glider.
Motion to compel. Huh.
Yay! Give, give, give. Yes. Gotta go fight Andreas. Music seems really quiet today. I must have my headset turned down. There we go. That's better. I don't actually use a lot of wolf hooks since I don't really use razor, but I can use those for the transmuter or whatever it's called. The thing that turns things into other stuff. I like Andreas a lot. Cool boss.
Huh, I'm a heap scratched. Can't handle your drink. Phew. Yeah.
Stop running.
Boom boom.
Should have shielded first.
Yikes.
Whoops.
Inadmissible evidence.
Hi, Denoxys. We're having a Genshin day. I gotta beat up some bosses real quick, but then we've got story to do.
Solidify.
Right now, we're just fighting Andreas.
guide you.
Thing.
Gather.
There we go. When did your HP get full? And that leaves us with enough to do the last one. Perfect. This is the newest one. There's a Borker.
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some.
We should probably do this one with full HP. My off team is not set up the best for Ajdaha. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I like this fight a lot, though. It's a lot of fun. It does make me a little bit sad that he just destroys Zhongli's steles every time.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
No Morax, only cute cat girl.
Solidified! Detestable! There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! Solidified!
Oh my gosh. Need so much shields for him. I just activated my stance. I hate you. My stance is already gone.
Look at you, Boozhound.
Gather.
Motion to compare.
Crumble.
Time for your arraignment.
Oh, nope.
Has loopholes.
Oopsies.
Stabilize.
Jaw's over.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! Solidified!
Shake and stir.
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not!
Rawr, rawr.
Think you can bully me?
Experience an eon of suffering!
No.
Diana Special.
Gosh. I need that. It's fine. Apparently I'm good at picking safe spots today.
Detestable! Solidify!
Motion to compare.
The enraged Earth will not absolve you! Solidify!
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Dust! Sooner or later. More axe!
Where's the flower? There it is. Over here. Saw it. There. Fun fight. Yes. We need these. This is for Yanfei. Perfect. But we're waiting right now, even though we have the materials to finish up Yanfei's talents, because I don't have the talent books. But there is a event coming in the next few days that increases the amount of talent books you get in domains. So, I'm waiting. Go get us healed back up. Oh, I've been saving something else for my marshmallows, too. Housing related. Hold on, let's go back to Liyue, because this is where I like to... This is my, like, default I hang out here spot. We have housing thing. I'm high enough rank now that we unlocked our next island. Like, actual zone island. Not just another platform. So I waited. I waited so that we could unlock it together. And now you're all here. So we can.
Would you care to...
We're getting Emerald Peak. That's what we're unlocking. So, let's go unlock it together and see what it looks like for the first time. More borking. Anubis is quite upset. So, as you can see, there's nothing here yet. We'll have to decorate it at some point. Let's look around a bit. I haven't actually been to Emerald Peak before. Thanks for trying, Mauve. Hold on, I got you. There you go. That wasn't me, that was totally Mauve. Mauve did it. Good job, Mauve. Look at that. It's pretty. I like the music, too. Now, what'll be nice about here versus our floating abode is, you may have noticed the floating abode is just always sunset, which is perfectly fine with me. Like, I love sunset, so that's great. Here, we actually have a day-night cycle. And look at our water features. That's pretty. I'll look around some more. See what there is to see, because what's really neat, too, about this is, even though we just unlocked this realm layout, it is at the same level as our floating abode already is. So, we have more than just the starting point. We have, like, 2 or 3 other levels unlocked already. You know we have to climb this. You know we have to. We're going up. Oh, jeez. Gonna be close. We can make it. It'll be fine. Yes. See, I told you we'd be fine. Wait a second. I need more stamina to climb the rest of the way. Alright, go. All the way up. Nice. That's pretty great. Yes, this tree has leaves, we just can't see them right now. There we go. It leaves. Next island! That is a beautiful waterfall. I wonder if we can climb that. We should find out. No! No. It's fine. Ooh, sunrise. That's pretty. I don't think we're gonna be able to climb the one back there. Looks like we can climb this one, though. Maybe we can climb that one? We might be able to. It may be a thing. Oh, we gotta finish climbing this one. There's our house. All the way back down there. The other two islands, a nice little path between them. What am I doing? Exploring our new island. Okay, I guess we can't go any further that way. Even though it shows it. Can I go to this bridge? No, we can't go that far. Okay, so we can't climb that one. But this is as far as we can go. Paimon, you better not. I'm trying to use the bridge, Paimon. But it says I can, Paimon. Well, I guess Paimon says no. Maybe we can, over here. Yeah, we can go over here. Okay, so I guess maybe we're not allowed to access that bridge? This is probably the last part of the island we can get to, since Paimon wasn't letting us approach this before. So I imagine our cutoff point is probably on this walkway somewhere. Yeah, it's on this walkway. We're not allowed to go up there. But look! We can play in the water. That's pretty cool. I wasn't sure we were actually going to be able to interact with our waterfall, so that's neat. And right about here is probably Leap to my Doom Jutsu territory. But that's cool. Very pretty. Congratulations, Marshmallows. We have 2 realm layouts now. We'll have to set it up with some stuff at some point. But not right now, because I have 0 plans for this layout. I have no idea what we're gonna do with it. So. Let's go back to Floating Abode. Oh, this is the housing areas. We already have Floating Abode. We got high enough leveled to unlock our second realm layout, and this is Emerald Peaks. You level up. You have to level up your trust rank. I think it's at level 8 you get access to an expanded section. You level up your trust rank by building blueprints. So when you talk to your teapot guardian here, and you go to create furnishings, when you make new furnishings, they give you XP. And that XP goes towards this, your trust rank. When that gets to level 8, you unlock your second realm layout. And eventually, I think you actually get access to all 3 layouts. There we go. That's the preview. So, let's see. Exterior area 4. Yeah, rank 10, you get to have all 3 layouts. Let's make sure we switch this back. Because all my stuff is in the other realm layout. So, we're gonna want to make sure we come back here when we port in. Oh, by the way, I cleaned up a little bit. Here's all my stands. And there's a little house area over here I can show you guys. It's my houses. The other 2 islands are not organized. You don't want to see them. There's just a little food area over here and some tables to eat at and a little well over there. Just a nice little hangout area and storage for the houses and another well. And there's nothing behind this one. It's just a house. And just a little area with some rocks and bushes then. Frank 11 own all of Tevat. Over here, we're eventually gonna have like a small mountain with all these trees are gonna be all over it, and it's just gonna look over there at that beautiful, gorgeous view. That's what we're gonna build over here. So, that's what we've got so far. I've started to plan a little bit. The other 2 islands are not organized. They've just got stuff thrown in them that I don't know what to do with yet. And here's our entrance, with all our doggos. All the good doggos and all the good cattos. All the cats. And look, I have a different light up here now. As I made new lights. And this is a bunch of random disorganized stuff that I want to have out here, but I haven't organized it yet. I'm still trying to make a couple furnishings for a set to finish up out here. And that's our storage room. Looking for the bedroom. There's the bedroom. I've been working on the bedroom a little bit. And we got a nice little fireplace and a nice bookshelf area, because I love me some books. And a bed. Well, it's just nice and cozy. So we're starting to have some kind of decoration sometimes. We'll get there. Where's the other room? There should be another room. There it is. The all-important screen room. You can't go in. There's so many screens in here, you literally can't even go inside. Yeah, you guys will have to see Zodiac's stuff someday. He's actually got, he's got things semi-organized in there. This bookshelf. It is going out here in the lobby somewhere. I just don't know where yet. Look at how beautiful it is. It's going somewhere. I love grandfather clocks. Bye, pets. Bye-bye. Yeah, Zodiac's gonna make our mountain. Well, let's leave the teapot. Bye-bye, Crane. Alright, so, first things first. We've got a test run to do. I saved Eula for you. Let's go test run Eula. Let's go check her out. Haven't done it yet. Okay, so elemental skill gives us Grimheart, which we know about. Increases our defense and interruption resistance. And holding it reduces their cryo and physical resistance. Elemental burst, I know at first does ice, but then charges up physical. And we charge it by attacking things. So let's see. Let's see how well this will work out for us. Well, ouch. Off to a great start.
Shudder.
I missed.
You're open. You're open.
Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye.
You're open.
Oh, I probably should have planned that a little better. That's right. It follows me, it doesn't just stay where it was.
Beg for mercy. Try not to enjoy this too much. Shudder.
Come
Vengeance will
closer.
be mine.
Why you all gotta be so far apart?
Crush.
You're open. It's a fury.
I condemn you.
They did that on purpose. They made them all far away from each other on purpose. Alright, well, I feel like that would have been a lot more fun if they gave me a test stage where everything kind of stayed together, like slimes or something, so I could have more fun with my burst. But that was fun. I like Eula, she's alright. We're gonna be waiting, though, because I want Ganyu, so Eula's nice, but we'll get her the next time around. A slime pet would be adorable. I would love that. Alright, so as you can see, I have waited to do this with all of you. So let's go ahead and do this event. What characters do we get? It's... Okay, so these are the ones I can choose from in there. Let's go. Plunging attacks. It wants us to use plunging attacks. Okay. Let's see. Well... I'm trying to think here. Diana's gonna be our heals and shields. So let's go ahead and go with catching and Mona. That'll give us a chance to work with her a little bit. And then Diana. And... let's go with Beto. I was thinking about Sucrose, but let's go with Beto. Just in case. In the Trials of Battlefront Misty Dungeon, you must activate all the ancient runes within the time limit to gain access to the final challenge. Ancient runes are the key to unlocking the final challenge. Each trial contains 3 deactivated ancient runes. Interact with these runes to start their respective challenges. Complete the challenges to direct the power of the ancient runes to the ruin control array linked to the entrance of the final challenge. Once the control array is fully powered up by all the ancient runes, you can use it to begin the final challenge. You can choose from various challenges and benediction mechanics within the trials. Complete these challenge to obtain certain bonus effects. Complete the Rejuvenation Challenge to revive all characters in your party and restore their HP. Complete the Plunder Challenge to obtain an attack increase. Complete the Godspeed Challenge to gain a movement speed increase. Complete the Everlasting Challenge to greatly extend the challenge time remaining. Alright. There are automated weapons systems within the Battlefront Misty Dungeon that will detect and attack any intruders. Use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices. Okay. Well, we didn't bring any fire with us, so I hope we don't need it. Got a whole bunch of characters in here that I have no idea how to use.
Incoming. Shake it and stir.
Okay.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
That's not what I expected.
Incoming.
There we go.
Cut to the chase.
What? What's this? That's a heal. Okay. What is that noise? Is that the laser beams?
I'm here.
Dang.
Decided by destiny.
Why am I on you? There we go.
Don't blink. Hey.
I have no idea how to use catching. We'll figure it out. Closer. Closer.
Diana special.
Closer.
Nowhere to hide.
Well, that did a lot less than I expected it to.
To ashes!
Incoming. Fate is upon you. Look at you, booze hound.
Well, that sucks.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Shake it and stir. Can't handle your drink. Huh. Now you've got me worked up.
Ow.
Incoming. Hey! Yeah. Cut to the chase.
Let me amuse myself. Shine
Great. Awesome.
no longer.
Oh, there was a thing over there. Well, it's gone now. So this one revives people, I think. I don't really need anybody revived, but whatever.
Don't blink. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
Eyes on me!
Think you can bully me? Hey! Decided by destiny. Look at you, Boozound. Income. Yeah. Don't blink. Got lucky that time.
Can I step on that? Yes.
Cut to the chase.
That was the wrong button. Whoops. Well. Wasting my burst. That's fine. So... what do I do to it? Oh, okay. Mona, please.
Think you can bully me?
Come on.
Incoming.
Wow, my shield's not ready.
Diana special.
Power that ended Haishan!
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
I have no idea what's going on. Must find more trials. That way. Or... so do I follow the lights? Oh, where? This way? Oh, this is just bringing me to places that I've already been. Hi, nerd.
Can't handle your drink. Fate is upon you. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Think you can bully me? With sword comes shadow.
Oh, right, plunging attacks. Yeah. I forgot. We'll do plunging attacks here. It'll be fine.
Another test.
Diana special.
Fry. Freeze. Freeze. Fry. Freeze. I got count.
Cut to the chase.
Such a fry.
Ow.
Fry.
Nowhere to hide.
Okay. I did plunging attacks. Hopefully that was enough. So, activate thing. Watch out for fall damage. Okay.
There's no end to a new
Think
job.
you can bully me? Look at you, booze down.
To ashes!
Cut to the chase.
Ah, should have done Mona first. Too late now.
Written in the stars. Let me scribe. Don't look good. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Oh good, this guy.
Diana special. Fate is upon you. Nowhere to hide.
No escape.
Don't blink.
Do things.
Power that ended Haishan. Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Look at you, booze hound. Over here. Decided by destiny. Incoming.
You can't run from death.
Shadows of fate. With sword comes shadow. Can't handle your drink. Huh. Don't look.
To ashes!
The more, the merrier.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Blink. Don't blink. Hey! Fate is upon you. Shaken and stirred.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. put me back in. Am I done? It said I was done. Do I need to exit out on my own every time? Okay. Oh, so I have to defeat some. Okay, so we need to do that then at some point. Not right now. We'll come back to that. Next. Complete the healing trial. Heal a total of 50,000 HP. Okay. Use bursts to defeat 10 opponents. With 6 minutes or more remaining. Okay. Is it the same characters for every trial? Hmm. Maybe we could try throwing in Albedo instead of Beto. I don't remember what any of his stuff does, though.
The case before us is...
Let's see. Okay. Bork. Yeah, let's go with... Let's try Albedo this time. Maybe that'll work a little better. Because I really wasn't using Beto much. Alright.
Speed of light.
Yeah, I think I like this better. Movement speed. Neat. Hello. That's a mechanism. Okay, Genoxus. Have a good lurk.
Shaken and stirred.
Delved into destiny, decided by destiny.
Live! Moment of birth.
Cut to the chase.
Oh, there was nothing here for me to hit. Well,
Don't put.
Look at you, Boozound.
Come into being.
Let me scribe.
Speed of
I don't see... Oh, there. There's a light. Okay.
Think you can bully me?
Need more energy for Diana so I can do more healing.
Shadows of incoming.
This should be fun.
Think you can bully me? Diana special!
Fate is upon me.
Burst for witness my great undertaking.
With sword comes shadow.
Don't blink! Think you can bully me?
Red. That way. Okay. We'll figure it out.
Live!
Shaking hands! Can't handle your drink!
Speed of light.
Okay, Mia. See you in a little bit.
My
Oh.
reckoning.
Whoops, I was taking damage during that. Well, I'm pretty sure I used the revive thing, too. Oops. Yo, we might need to just... No, it's fine. We'll be fine. Is that a revive thing? That's not a revive thing. Well, darn it. I think we used the revive one already. We've lost Mona.
Another test run.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Look at you, Bootown!
What? Oh, the pedestal thing.
Don't blink!
I got careless.
Wrong person.
Moments of birth.
There we go.
Freeze.
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink? Huh?
Speed of light.
Bork. I think we're gonna have a high Bork counter today. So...
Think you can bully me?
that kind of worked. There we go.
Shaking and stirring! Diana special!
Feel this ancient power.
Change.
To the
There we go.
chase.
I knew this. You're fine.
Live!
Incoming.
I knew this.
Shaking and
Burst forth.
Well. He's clearly upset about something. Where's our red? Red. Red. That way. This way. Here it is.
let's go! Think you can bully me? Look at you, Bootown!
Witness my great undertaking.
With sword comes shadow. Income. Hey!
Now that Anubis is done barking, I do not see any red light beams. There we go. There it is. Found it. Don't have Mona to deal with these anymore.
Live!
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Don't blink, huh? Cut to the chase. Incoming, huh?
Miscalculated. Coming to be moments of birth.
Speed, huh?
Her shield sucks. Okay.
Think you can bully me? Diana special!
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Scratch that!
Dang.
You can bully
There we
me?
go.
Look at you, Boozhound! Good.
Hey!
So I gotta say, I'm not real thrilled with this new event. I get that they're trying to get you to try these characters that they specifically want you to try. That's fine. I'd kind of rather just do the trial with my own characters, though. And also not feel like I'm running around aimlessly trying to figure out where the heck to go when I can't see the lights.
Don't blink!
Coming to be.
Finished. It isn't time for a break yet.
Written in the stars.
Burst forth. Moments of birth.
Scratch that!
Okay, we need to do something about this.
Can't handle your drink, huh?
It isn't time for a break.
Speed of light, cut to the chase.
This is my duty.
Live! Feel this ancient power. Ha!
Incoming.
Delve into destiny.
Alright. Red light that way.
Hey, you can bully me!
Fate is upon you.
Come into being.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Look at you, Boomtown.
Moment of birth.
Speed of light. Hey!
Red. Where is red? I see no red. You know, this is probably part of the trial that I dislike the most. This whole trying to find the red lights thing. I'm sure other people enjoy it, but I gotta say, me personally, not really a fan. Still gonna do it. Oh, that's a revive one.
Shake it and stir!
Decided by destiny.
Live!
Cut to the chase. Income. Shake it and stir!
Come into being.
Written in the stars.
Feel this ancient power.
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow. Shake it and can't handle your drink, huh?
Let me scribe.
Burst forth.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Fate is upon you.
Scratch that.
Witness my great undertaking. Live!
Alright. One more domain down. Ranged trial. Maybe later, eventually, on my own time, I'll care about getting the other smaller challenges within these challenges done, but
Scratch that.
I'm not really too concerned about them right now.
Shadows of fate.
Speed of light. Incoming.
Live! Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Written in the stars.
Nowhere to hide.
Should replace my hammer.
Look at you, Booth.
Fate is upon you.
Come into moments of birth.
Cut to the chase. Don't look.
Right. Where's the last one? Oh, saw it for a second over there. There it is.
Shaken and stirred.
Delved into destiny.
Eula Special. Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
Right. Activate the control array.
Scratch that.
Decided by destiny.
Witness my great undertaking.
Look at you, Boo down. Nowhere to hide.
Hey! Shadows of fate.
Shaken and
Live. Moments of birth.
incoming.
Fate is upon you.
With sword comes shadow. Can't handle your drink. Think you can bully me?
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
I do not care about your
Delved
laser
into
beam.
destiny.
Don't look. Hey!
Written in the stars.
Live. Ha.
And last one. No, two more. Yay. That's alright. We'll get through them. We'll get our primo gems. It'll be worth it. Get to have some fun on characters that we don't normally have.
Think you can bully me?
Let me scry.
Oh, not ready yet.
Incoming.
Delved into destiny.
Come closer.
Burst forth.
Everyone just come
Witness
over
my
here.
great undertaking.
There you go.
Don't blink.
Next. I see one this way. Don't care. Come on in here. We'll fight you with all the rest of them.
Special!
Decided by destiny.
Live! Feel this ancient power.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of pain!
Oh, there's still one left. Stop teleporting away.
Shadows of fate.
Burst forth.
Don't blink!
Alright, looking for more red. Red. Red light beams. Where's the red? Here, red pillars. There's one. Found it. Next.
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Come into being.
Cut to the chase.
Alright. Red. Red light beams. Looking for red. Found it. Do not fall down the hole. Well, we can't fall down the hole yet, so we would have been safe anyway.
Think you can bully me?
Let me scrap. Fate is upon you.
Live! Moment of birth.
Look at you, boo down. With sword comes shadow. Income.
Shadows of fate decided by destiny.
Alright. Last fight. For this one. And then the next one. And then we're done with this. Where's the big guy? Found him.
Scratch that.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Written in the stars.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Oh. Diana special.
Live!
Did you do the thing? You didn't.
Feel this ancient power.
With sword comes shadow. Think you can bully me?
Shield.
Delve into death. Fate is upon you.
Come into being.
Look at you, boo down. Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Witness my great undertaking. Live!
Let me scrap. Decided by destiny.
Don't blink. Yeah. Nowhere to hide.
Yay! Alright. Last one. And then we're done with the new event. Excitement. It's because they know. They know you, they just want, they know that you want to watch me be frustrated. Okay, last one. Let's go.
Scratch that.
Burst forth.
Speed of light. Don't look. Hey. Cut to the
Closer.
chase. Speed of light.
Alright. Is that a red pillar? Yeah, there's red over there. Let's just go ahead and not blow myself up. Sure, I could use these strategically, or I could blow myself up, which is more likely. Definitely more likely to blow myself up.
Think you can bully me?
Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
Live! Moments of birth.
Can't handle your drink. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
Right? Next destination. Guess we're winging it, since we can't see it. That way? And now I've lost track of it. That way. Alright.
Sketch. Let me scrub.
Decided by destiny.
Diana special.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
With sword from shadow.
Alright. That is making it hard to see. Alright. Guess we're winging it. Red light pillar somewhere? There it is.
Where'd that come from?
It came from the bat underneath you, Diana.
You'll get lost by
Shadows of fate.
Live!
Incoming. Hey.
Moments of birth. Burst forth.
Can't handle your drink.
Let me scry. Fate is upon you.
Alright. Next. Oh no, there's exploding
Shake it,
barrels.
Aster.
Shadows of fate.
Witness my great undertaking.
Don't blink.
Got lucky that time. Written in the stars.
Look at you. Put it down. Cut to the chase. Incoming. Shake it, abs.
Feel this ancient power.
Decided by destiny.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
I'm done. Yay! Yay, we're done. Excited that we're done. Alright. So now, we can move on to something more interesting. We actually got a surprising amount of those done. Neat. Yay! Free stuff. Alright. Story! Finally! It's time! We can do our story first. We did enough boring. Let's do story. Oh, apparently I've got expeditions to collect. Let's go grab those real quick. I've been bad about collecting my expeditions recently, so their timing is really off. Collect your expeditions, guys. They're free stuff, and free stuff is always good. Especially Mora. Alright. To Mondstadt! We have to talk to Jean! Story time, let's go! Oops. Jean! We're here, Jean.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm actually not busy. I'm excited about this.
Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Sounds like typical Master Jean to me.
I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority.
Well, of course.
I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
You don't say.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
Paimon, have you not been paying attention to your history? They're the clan, they're the nobles that a long time ago well, not we, but the people of Mondstadt overthrew. And that's why the Guildmaster and Jean are in charge of Mondstadt now. Jean, because the Guildmaster is currently off somewhere on another adventure, and so Jean is the acting Grandmaster. In case you guys didn't know, she's not actually the Grandmaster, she's just the acting Grandmaster while the actual Grandmaster is away. Grandmaster, Grandmaster, Grandmaster. Okay.
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again, as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
Not all of them, but you're not entirely wrong. So sure, Paimon, sure.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
Okay, well, my prompts are, but why us, and sounds like a job for the Knights of Favonius to me, but of course it's us. Why wouldn't it be us? Why us? Sure.
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
But as the honorary knight, I technically also belong to the Knights. That is correct.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius.
Because I'm neutral?
But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
It wasn't that hard to come up with, Paimon.
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with.
Yep.
The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls.
Okay, so we're looking for Schubert.
It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
Alright, leave it to me. I got you.
Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
It's probably better if you don't, considering that you told me that you don't get along with them very well, even though it's not your fault and you've tried hard. Alright, so let's go make some friends. Alright. Diplomacy, go! Remember, Marshmallows, we're trying to be friends with this person. So, we should try to be nice to them. Even if they're doing dumb and bad. We should be nice to them.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm a traveler.
Hello, we're here to...
Paimon, shut up.
Hello?
Hello? We're not gonna what's wrong because we're not trying to start a fight.
Did I hear you correctly? Hello?
Yes?
Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner?
Remember, Marshmallows, we're being nice and not starting a fight.
Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility.
Welcome back, Miel. We are trying really hard to be friends with this guy. He's already started off on the wrong foot with us, but it is our job to fix that. So we are going to completely ignore the fact that he has been entirely rude to us for no reason so far. And we're going to be very polite and nice.
If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
So you want me to kowtow, smash my forehead into the ground, and introduce myself by apologizing? Okay.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Paimon, shut up.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman.
I'm so sorry, sir. I did not realize that you were a nobleman. And I am quite ignorant for not realizing as such, because clearly you are dressed in very fine attire, in wonderful colors of purple and blue that are very hard to come by, and you must have paid a great deal of money for them. It is entirely on me not recognizing that you are such a noble, aristocratic person, and I apologize.
And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping.
I might like that. I mean, please don't.
But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
Neither of these are very good responses. Sounds like too much hassle to me. Let's not insult the aristocracy.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
That's not the response I wanted to give you, but I promise, sir, the only responses the game gave me were both ones that were definitely going to start a fight with you.
I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
Okay.
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you.
Okay, then. Thanks, Paimon.
Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
See, Paimon, this is why you don't open your face hole. You let me handle it.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with.
You're the one who screwed it up.
Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Paimon. Paimon's always making my life difficult.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Please go away, Amber. You're going to make it worse like Paimon.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
It's a long story. It's Paimon's fault.
Get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched.
I would probably like Paimon a lot better if it wasn't for the fact that she's been put into this character archetype where she's just dumb and a glutton. If it wasn't for those things, I'd probably like her better.
You just have to keep at it and never give up.
Thank you, Amber. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help?
No.
What's the problem?
Amber, I had to correct you on etiquette the first time we met. Please no.
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no stranger to his rants.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
honestly, a lot of the time there really aren't any big differences between your dialogue options. They don't really, they want you to have a certain response, and basically you get to choose how you have that response, but that's about it.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, sometimes I kind of wish we were just the silent protagonist in this game. You know, if they weren't going to give us any choices other than the ones that they want us to give in the first place, why do I even have the choice between responses? Like, honestly, like when we first met Ningguang, and no matter what response I gave, I was always suspicious of Ningguang, even if the response was not intended to be me being suspicious of Ningguang. This built a lot of animosity between me and Paimon. This is why Paimon and I have a very, very rocky relationship. Because I knew exactly what Ningguang was doing, and was not even remotely suspicious of Ningguang. But no matter what I said to Paimon, Paimon put words in my mouth and said that I was suspicious of Ningguang, and that made me very angry.
However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company.
Jean told us that the Lawrence clan sees the Knights as enemies. This is appropriate.
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows.
Okay.
In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
Are you sure she's not just gonna scream vengeance is mine in my face?
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
That's actually a pretty valid question. Like, why are we not having Eula try to help with this? That's valid.
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her.
Okay.
In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
That makes sense. I guess that's understandable from their point of view.
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Stormbearer Mountains.
Stormbearer Mountains.
All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Okay.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Adventure time.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
Okay, I think we're safe to teleport. Eula. Oh, we should switch our treasure hunting thing. There we go. We're already out here a bit. Eula. Ooh, sparklies. Collect everything, marshmallows. It's important. Especially these. There we go. There's nothing wrong with appreciating a pretty design.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Miscalculated. This was well done.
I will have order.
I do really like her design a lot.
Unfortunate fault.
Where's the last one? There he is.
Boom boom! Inadmissible!
We'll be fine.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Eula. Thanks. Oh, she's fast.
Yeah!
Nice. C2 is great. I hear she's really good when you have more constellations.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets?
But they attacked me? I'm sorry?
And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Okay, then.
What?
I'm sorry. Vengeance?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too.
I'm sorry? May I remind you that they attacked me first?
If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit.
I don't care about the credit. You can have it.
Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Hello? Anyway, I know my way around a fight.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
I don't think that was concern, Paimon. Good try, though.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
But I don't want to be your arch-enemy.
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt.
But I wasn't stealing your targets, Eula, I promise. They attacked me first.
Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Why do you hate me?
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
So you must be Eula?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards.
Thanks, Paimon. Thanks.
Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
Valid question. Amber told us about you. I'm not stalking you.
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
Paimon, that's probably not the best way to start that conversation. He is her uncle.
He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
Paimon. Foot. Mouth. Please.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He might be secretly involved with the Fatui.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
Paimon! I blame you for this!
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Okay, that's better. Aren't you worried about your uncle?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
I didn't mean worry in that way. I meant worry like care, like... Never mind.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Paimon, please stop.
But didn't you see him first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance.
No, I didn't.
It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Even 2 of those were Paimon. That's not my fault. And the enemies attacked me first, so I don't think the first one should count either. Why do you seem so happy about that?
I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
But aren't you plotting vengeance against us? You're not planning to take revenge at an opportune moment, are you? Those are both pretty good. But I'm not sure either of them is a good idea to say to her.
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Okay, good. Oof.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Paimon, can you stop calling people weirdos, please? I don't think we need any more enemies. People don't like being called weird, Paimon.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
About all that vengeance stuff.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
Okay.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order.
See, now that I understand.
Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
I got you, Eula. I got you. I got a long list, too.
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
No, Paimon. That's not how it works.
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
Yep, she's counting. Definitely.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
Unfortunately, moral integrity doesn't mean that nobody will ever slander you. But yes, I know the phrase.
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless.
That's correct.
But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
I like you. I like that.
I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. Think I'm starting to see what you mean.
Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Paimon. Please don't tease her. Thank you. I would like her to not hate me. Please, thank you.
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
Paimon? We're supposed to not be starting fights right now.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
That's quite descriptive.
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Seems like a lot of work just to greet a good friend.
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes. Good is like saying, this cake, you did a good job on it, versus, oh my, this cake is so delicious. Like that, Paimon.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite.
Yes.
However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
I don't like either of these responses. This is getting complicated.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Courtesies like, so how about that weather today? Only in aristocrat talk, right? Like you've been saying?
Wait. This is all too abstract.
You have to make meaningless conversation, Paimon. That's how it works.
Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
It's just like talking to a normal person, except you're talking to a noble person who is higher status, so you have to talk more eloquently. It's like that, Paimon.
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Just use prettier words. That's all you have to do.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Well, that doesn't feel too good. To just immediately be assumed that it's a bad thing to talk to us.
You there, lowly laborer.
Wow.
You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Eula? I understand you're trying to give us examples, but this is not how you make friends with the quote-unquote common folk.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
This is not going well.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me?
I guess now you treat him like an ignorant buffoon?
Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
She's just giving us a demonstration, that's all.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt.
Yep.
If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
I don't blame you.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Eula, you deserved that. No vengeance this time.
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Well, you know, it might have helped to maybe start by explaining to him that we weren't trying to be a jerk. We were just doing a demonstration. But because we didn't start with that, he just thinks we were being a jerk.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Maybe we can be nicer this time? I'm supposed to be learning how to talk to nobles. So maybe we be nicer this time? Like they're a noble?
You there,
Nope.
lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Well, this is going to go delightfully, isn't it?
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
I don't think that's the problem, Eula.
Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
You mean you?
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
That did not escalate fast. That escalated exactly how it would totally be expected to. Maybe we should just stop for now.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to.
Maybe,
I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
once again, Eula. Maybe more polite this next time. Might go a little better. Just saying.
You there, lowly worker.
Yes, that is the sound of me face-palming.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
And yet here we are, starting the conversation off by insulting people.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Also, maybe we should start off by telling people that we're just trying to do a demonstration, so that they don't take us seriously.
Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule.
Well, I don't think Eula's doing that, so that's not really fair, but I understand where you're coming from.
And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
That's what I've been trying to say this entire time.
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Eula, please.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Maybe we should just call it a day now.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from. And that's why I'm saying maybe we should not do these demonstrations anymore.
Listen here, If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
Nuggets and fries. Welcome back.
It's alright. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
No, Eula, let's just not.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
Also, I'll be honest, I was kind of expecting that the demonstrations would be like talking to a noble person. Not like this.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
I'm starting to sympathize with you, yeah?
Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
Perhaps.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
Well, I mean, technically this time she was personally insulting them, so... But yeah, normally it kind of sucks that they're all being angry at you for something that has nothing to do with you.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation.
Yep.
As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden.
And let me just say, I don't agree with that. What your family did before you has nothing to do with you as a person right now. You had nothing to do with that. You didn't choose who you were going to be born by, and what your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, etc. did before you has absolutely nothing to do with you. Sorry, I vehemently disagree.
At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
So you knew all along that we'd encounter these kinds of problems? Yeah?
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do.
You like doing this.
But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
I don't... Eula! I don't think that's a good idea.
No need. Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
I'll be fine. I think I've got it, yeah.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct.
Woo!
A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing.
You mean how I stand and walk?
I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Do I get to balance something on my head? Cold place.
What kind of injurious weather is this? It's cold. Achoo!
It'll be fine, Yanfei.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
Actually, I think it's a pretty good idea.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions.
Yup.
For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring.
Kind of. Not quite.
Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Should be way easier than making conversation, at least.
Paimon thinks so too. But you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
How do I walk button? So just don't take any damage. Okay. Am I allowed to climb? Oh no.
Think you can bully me?
That's fine, I have shields. Where am I going? Did I pass where I'm supposed to be going? I'm confused. I don't understand. I was supposed to activate a thing? Oh, there's a checkpoint. Okay. Okay, checkpoint. I see it. Got it. Okay. I wasn't even looking at the quest marker. I was just like, oh, go through the path. Okay. Oh, whoops.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
I think I'm allowed to sprint. So it should be okay. Let's try again.
It'll be difficult at... Remember.
Yes, I'm allowed to sprint. Okay. No damage. Sprinting is fine. Don't get knocked in the air. I keep thinking the energy things are arrows.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
No.
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
No wonder you're so skilled.
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
This way.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
I'll be fine.
Motion to compel.
order guide you.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragonspine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same.
I'm sure you could have.
Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Great.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
But she's floating.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe that's just Paimon's style?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps.
What?
Now, drink this.
What are you making me drink?
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
No, but I still want to know what it is.
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it?
But wouldn't her turning into a popsicle work out for you, though?
So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Thank you for looking after Paimon.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him.
Oh, goody.
I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Food? Are you sure food is the best option? I'm not sure food is our best course of
This
action.
weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial law.
No. I love her boots.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Eula?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
All right then.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
That's thoughtful of you.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Really, Eula? She's being thoughtful. Did you not just listen to what she said?
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am.
So this is normal.
Well then, Please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
But you just said delicious delicacies. Why is this a vengeance thing?
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrat seemed to take a liking to it.
Why?
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Wait. Somebody having different taste in food than you is a transgression. What? So even Amber doesn't escape your vengeance?
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
What?
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you.
I'm not sure she's joking, Amber.
Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is.
Hi, nerd.
It's nothing you should take too seriously.
Come here. Come up here. We have gained a nerd. Raiko is here.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person.
Marshmallows say hello, Raiko.
There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Excuse me, Eula? Neither have you.
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person.
It's not acting like a good person. It's just being a good person.
All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
You didn't sound like you were kidding, Eula.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Have good coffee.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone.
Raiko, I need to press buttons.
Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Okay.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
So that's what she meant when she said it was hard for a bad person to try to be good.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, and in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
Only there were more people like you.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Raiko, please do not press buttons. Please. Up the mountain. Yeah, that little... her attempt to do demonstration definitely did not help. Potatoes! Got a potato. I need so many potatoes, so it's good to get potatoes. We almost have enough potatoes, though. Alright, let's try this again.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Welcome back!
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
We learned how to talk to Schubert. Let's see. I refined my conduct with some instruction in the classes, courtesy of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Huh? Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
He remembers us. He's very impressed with our improvement.
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
It seems there's word that the Lawrence family has a grand scheme of sorts. Don't think scheme is the right word here, but...
Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I would like to do what I can for the nobility.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Well, that was fast. Where are we going?
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Perhaps this is what the old aristocrats see as most important.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Put a mask on. Glasses. We need glasses. Superman. Glasses. Where are we going? Down here. And a mustache, yes! Glasses and a mustache. Wants us to bring water. What if I don't wanna? Hopefully I don't need it.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
It is only proper for aristocrats to wear a mask.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
No.
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
All right.
Here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before?
Nowhere.
And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
Big oof.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
First Mondstadt, then the world?
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all. For now.
Very well.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
The jig is up.
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
And breathe?
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
So we're chasing him, and they're chasing
Paimon
us.
remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Let's just try not to get pushed off the edge first, Paimon.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
The door is open. Let's go!
So, we're not going that way? But what's back there? I want to see. I like Yanfei a lot. I think she's super fun. She's a lot like, very similar to using Ningguang, except no shields. So, it's definitely a good idea to have her in a party with someone that can give her shields, because she really needs them for her burst.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
This progressed much faster than we anticipated.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you are well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory.
No.
You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
No thanks.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
No, she doesn't have to.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Uh-huh, yep. The Fatui are in possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses.
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
You can come up here if you want, nerd. Where are we going? Back the other way.
More speed.
Alright, so we're gonna want to wait. I suppose we're just gonna have to run through that.
They're here! Stop them!
No.
Shudder! Rack and ruin! Beg for mercy.
Playing as Eula. Jump. Jump. I like her cape.
Shake it and stir! Can't handle your drink, huh?
Oops. There we go.
Looks like I went too far.
Scratch!
Shudder! Crush! Eye for an eye!
Scratch!
Boom boom! Huh. Inadmissible evidence!
Oh wait, there's a healer over here.
Time for a break here! Not breaking a sweat!
Flood of frost!
Let's do this quickly! No slacking off!
Beg for mercy.
This is bad. My duty.
I really like Eula's burst.
This isn't good.
Nice pose. What's down there? Nothing.
More
Secrets?
speed.
No secrets. Nothing. Disappointment. You can't even break any barrels. So sad. Much disappointment. Oh well. Really? You missed? Okay, there we go. I saved my abilities. Okay then, I'll just wait here. That's fine. You gonna come back down? Maybe?
There it is! That's where they put the diagram!
I guess there's no other option but to fight! You dare provoke me! Batui, come forth and dispel Dispose of them! You can't run from death.
Alright, still have to beat the other ones. That's
Beg
fine.
for mercy. Yeah. Crush.
I must collect myself.
Freeze to the core.
Very nice. I didn't even get to blow him up.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
That would be putting the cart before the horse.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
By the way, why did you follow us here?
Oh yeah, you suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Yeah, about that.
Because that's what
because
heroes
you stole
do.
my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
But they attacked me first. So getting the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses was your way of exacting vengeance.
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
So does that make us your arch enemies?
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
They attacked me first! Yay! Quest complete! Treasure! Woo! I like treasure. Looks like that's probably all of it. They used to hide stuff in the dungeons so that you could, you know, get more things. Oh, yes! Are there any other ones that we missed? That just look like part of the thing? Now I gotta go back through and check. Can I go back through and check? I don't think I can.
Go!
Huh. Well, guess that's it. Out we go! Alright, well, guess that's the end of the quest. There used to be a lot more in, like, story domains and stuff like we just did. But honestly, this one, like, I only found that one at the end. When I was looking around in the rest of the domain, I didn't see any. Maybe I just wasn't looking hard enough. I guess it wouldn't be that surprising, though. Like, it would make sense. not to put things in story domains, I guess, because if you missed them, there would be no way to go back and get them, so maybe that's why there's just less now. Or at least it seems like there's less. There's a lot of them in the normal domains. Want the mint.
Think you can bully me? Look at you, loser!
Motion to compel. Yeah. See it, boom, boom.
Yeah. They used to, like, hide them on little platforms that were, like, out of the way and stuff. So I still like to check all the extra areas, but kind of makes me sad when I go check out the extra areas and there's nothing there. Because you get all excited. You're like, oh, look at this extra area. I bet they hid something up there. And then you get there and it's like, oh, well, I guess they didn't.
Motion to compel.
Shake it and stir!
Time for your arraignment.
Oh wait, who are we attacking? Oh, attack up there. There we go.
Boom boom.
And there should be a big shield miniature, isn't there? Oh, I guess not. Usually the reinforcements include a shield miniature as well. More potatoes. Yes. I need potatoes. And last one is poetry exchange. With Ella again. Oh, there's an event coming up in, I think it's a few days. Where we get to go and search for the unusual hilly churl with Ella. More Ella stuff! More talking to hilly churls. So that should be fun. Maybe we'll finally get to find out the story behind the unusual hilly churl. I've been wondering about that. Alright. Let's see if I have these memorized yet. Okay, and I think this one, and then this one. Yep. Can you tell I've done this one a lot? I think it's interesting that you can still get this commission after you've already completed it correctly. Back to Liwa. And turn in our quests. Let's see if we have enough potatoes yet. So this is the dish that we're still trying to make. And we do have enough potatoes. Let's make the rest of it. It's time. We can finally finish making this. This was the last, or at least I think it was, the last recipe I had left to finish. Let's see. Yep, that's everything.
Restaurant.
We've completed them all again. Yay! Turn in our commissions. Excellent. I have some story unlocks for them too that I saved for you all. So we can do that real quick. So we already had part 3, right? Yeah. So part 4 is what we've unlocked now. As the founder of Liwa Harbor, contracts are the most important thing to Morax. From simple monetary exchange and agreements between merchants to the ancient laws that Morax himself laid down, there is no part of city life untouched by contracts. To merchants, contracts are the most important standard that they hold themselves. Deadlines, invoices, shipping destinations. Only a refined and strict order can sustain vibrant commerce, which is itself the lifeblood of Liwa Harbor. Thus, the Qijing punish violators of such laws unceasingly, not only to uphold the divine rulings of Morax, but also to allow Liwa to maintain its vitality. Through the millennia, every generation of the Liwa Qijing commits to interpreting the law, including subtle amendments to plug loopholes found in the law. Any loopholes that remain undiscovered are seen by the merchants as permissible if unaddressed, and they make killings off such holes until they are discovered and patched up by the Liwa Qijing. Amid this game of cat and mouse, the book that collates such amendments has reached a whopping 279 pages thick. The person currently responsible for maintaining this book, the Tianchan Ningguang, is secretly and humorously referred to as the Tailor of Liwa, in honor of her speed in patching these laws up, and for her sharpness of eye. But no matter how complicated or tangled mortal laws become, One of these stands above all others in the eyes of Rex Lapis. The one who reneges on their words shall suffer the wrath of the rock. So there's that. Let's see what voiceover lines we gained.
The god of contracts. Have you heard of him? He has an impressive memory. He remembers the name of every person he comes across, and the date that every ship built in Liyue set sail. After all, only in being able to do so can he memorize all of the contracts he holds. With that said, not every memory is a happy one.
But Zhongli, we already know that you're the god of contracts, so why third person? Oh, we got the last bits of Diana's story! There's a legend about a spring fairy that circulates in Diana's hometown. The fairy once saved a mother and son who had despaired beside a well, filling the barren hole with rushing waters that pooled and formed a spring. The child, deathly ill, was miraculously healed by those spring waters. Many people came to catch a glimpse of these blessed waters and built a settlement around it, and left it not thereafter. Over time, this gave rise to the small town known as Springvale. Nowadays, few are left who believe that this is any more than a mere legend, and some even dismiss it as myth-making for tourism's sake. Only little Diana believed in the existence of the spring fairy, and on nights when her father was in a deep, stuporous sleep, she would speak to the moon reflected in the spring water's surface. These were her earnest feelings, innocent and wonderful, feelings worth answering. That was what the spring fairy believed. So, Diana would make a curious friend, a companion whom she could bear her feelings to and sometimes assuage her loneliness. On the night of Diana's 7th birthday, as the moonlight reflected off the spring and upon her face, she heard the soft voice of the spring fairy. I will bless you, daughter of hunters, for your days ahead, and as a farewell. May your cup always run over with the sweet wine of celebration. May it always be refreshing as springs of ever-melting snow. From that day on, the spring fairy would never appear before Diana again, and she left those memories behind, consigning them to her childhood dreams. Till today, she has yet to realize that her troublesome constitution has anything at all to do with that dream. And her vision! Finally! Diana's antipathy towards alcohol is not hate, per se. Instead, it can be considered a form of avarice. She wishes for her father to always be the man that she admires, and she treasures every moment that she spends with her family, unwilling to share her happiness with the wine. There was once a storm that lasted for 3 days, and for those 3 days, her father, who had been out hunting, did not return. The awful weather prevented the search parties sent by the Knights of Favonius from making much headway, and soon the dread of loss began to hang over Diana like a shroud. If she could not even stand to share, how could she bear having something utterly stolen from her? She burst out the door and into the tempest, and the waters that stood in her path were frozen by some power she did not recognize. Using her superlative tracking skills, she found her father under a broken gorge. With the help of the other hunters, she returned home with her father, and only once she realized that he would be fine did she finally smile again. Do you want me to mix you a drink? It'll numb the pain a little. That was probably the first time she ever mixed a drink in a normal fashion. Oh, it's so refreshing. It's wonderful. Ouch. Getting to drink a cocktail that his daughter had made was probably a better anesthetic by far more than the alcohol itself. Still, Diana gaining power over Cryo did not help reconcile her to wine at all. And we gained a whole bunch of Yanfei. Get comfy, marshmallows. As a result of her greatly tolerant nature, Yanfei has a wide variety of personal relationships throughout Liyue. There is no need to worry about rubbing a sore spot, and you'll be able to get along with her whether you're an avid conversationalist or not. Of course, this is true as long as you don't attempt to debate with her or start a conversation about the legal profession. Yanfei in work mode is a completely different beast to deal with. Additionally, Yanfei has cultivated the habit of being overly rigorous from her long years of studying the law. When chatting, Yanfei will vigorously eliminate any ambiguity or loopholes present in the discourse and can seem like a bit of a chatterbox. When she realizes this, Yanfei is wont to knock herself on the head with a book in irritation. However, so long as she constantly bathes in a sea of legal literature, this habit will probably be quite hard to break. I get that. When investigating the law, Yanfei's habit is to look past the cold letters of the law to perceive their point of origin. As such, she is also something of a master of reading comprehension in her relationships. Once, the traveler met Yanfei by chance and said, "Huh, didn't expect to see you here." This should have been a line that one might hear just about anywhere, but it wound up holding a completely different meaning for Yanfei. "Didn't expect to meet you here" implied that the traveler had at least thought about a scenario in which they would meet. Then why the use of "didn't expect"? One could only postulate that the traveler had some expectation of where she might appear, and that her current location was not such a place. But whence came the expectation? Could it be that the traveler had always been paying attention to her in secret? Does this mean that the traveler... Yanfei tossed and turned in bed that night, unable to sleep. Yep. Yanfei's most prized possession is the steel-yard balance that her father gave her. It is said that this balance was a treasure given by Rex Lapis that can be used to measure the value of all things. For convenience, Yanfei tends to use Mora to balance the scales, which is to say that she uses Mora to evaluate objects. The prices of many objects have slowly changed over the years, but weighing an object with this balance only gives its value at the time Mora was created, leaving the rest to Yanfei to exercise her own wisdom and judgment. Across the measurements of countless objects, Yanfei is able to see the changes in Liyue. Some objects that were once common have become vanishingly rare, and some exotic objects of the past have been rendered pedestrian today. This steel-yard balance reminds her that many things cannot be valued by the standards of the world. Yanfei once tried to weigh the value of a vision, but no matter how much Mora she added, the scales would not... Whoops, lost my spot. Would not be balanced. In frustration, she placed on the scale the box at her waist, which contained her heavy, handwritten legal notations. Only then did the weights at last even out. Codex Finalum. This is the most special of the many legal treatises that Yanfei collects. As opposed to the codices that grow heavier and more complicated with time, this book is unbelievably light and thin. After opening it and getting past the prologue, one will find naught but the most basic few principles of the law inscribed. As Yanfei sees it, this is the final form of the law. In the far future, the law will have entered into the people's hearts. All people will be amiable, modest, and live happily in this world. The halls of judgment will lie empty, and the mountains of legalese shall be caked in years of dust. Though this may sound like something very far off, for someone like Yanfei, in whom flows the blood of an illuminated beast, living till that day is hardly a great accomplishment. But if I think about it more deeply, I'd be out of a job then, wouldn't I? After encountering one of Xinyan's performances by chance, Yanfei was quite taken by this new wave of performance art. That said, learning an instrument from scratch proved to be a bit difficult, so after consulting a great many resources, Yanfei came to what she considered to be a decent backup plan. If such a day were to arrive, she would just become a rapper. For someone who can recite tens of thousands of words worth of Liyue law from front to back within an hour, speed, at least, should be no challenge. And her vision. Yanfei's father is an illuminated beast, while her mother is an ordinary mortal merchant. Born into peaceful times, Yanfei did not sign a contract with Rex Lapis, but instead has one with her parents to live happily. As Liyue's leading legal exegete, she is no stranger to exploiting some existing loopholes in the law, at times for herself and sometimes for others. It has been made clear often enough that Yanfei is not a stickler for the rules and has no wish to be shackled by strictures. Still, she contributes to the betterment of Liyue as she seeks her own pleasure, and will not use these loopholes for ill. When making amendments to legal loopholes each year, Ningguang the Tianquan will often study Yanfei's doings as if she were Liwa's unofficial legal troubleshooter. In a sense, one could argue that Yanfei makes the laws better at the lowest possible price. This principle is also the reason why she has never been convicted of exploiting any such loopholes. Yanfei believes in no structure without laws, and what she wishes for is to live as one pleases without overstepping. Everyone in Liyue, adeptus or mortal, protects it in their own way. That is why Yanfei possesses a vision, one that is of equal weight to her principles. Very nice. Which explains as well, when her book was put on the scale with the vision, it finally being even and balanced.
Civil cases are the ones I dread the most. Divorces, custody disputes. It's a thankless task trying to unpack these kinds of cases with logic and reason. You have to be kind, courteous, and patient with your clients, even though half the time they are completely incapable of participating in a constructive discussion. I know I advertise myself as being fully versed in every area of the law, but honestly, if it were up to me, I'd rather everyone could just get along so we wouldn't have so many of these cases.
I agree.
If you're concerned about what kind of complicated issues you might get tied up in during your travels, your best bet is to bring someone with you who knows and understands the law. Someone like me, for example, whose expertise goes beyond just the law of Liyue. Well, actually, having said that, Fontaine's law is notoriously complicated. Though, with my level of intelligence, getting acquainted with it should be no problem. Anyway, my point is, you can always rely on me.
Yay! We can always rely on Yanfei.
Visions appear in response to strong desire. So as someone with ideals, it's only natural that I should have received one. Because above all, I wish for all people to live honest lives and abide by the law. But some people will always insist on playing by their own rules and causing havoc for everyone else. Those people can expect to be prosecuted so hard, they won't know what hit them.
Yes.
This steelyard balance was a gift from my father. It weighs objects to determine their value. I usually use Mora for the weight, but it can only give the original price. For example, 1,000 years ago, Liyue was covered in glazed lilies, and they weren't worth anything in monetary terms. Then, when they suddenly declined a number, the price shot up in response. But the value shown by the steelyard wasn't updated. It still shows them as their original value. In other words, dirt cheap. So, most of the time, this isn't a very useful tool for work purposes. Huh? You want to try weighing something? How about we could weigh your little friend here? Will that do?
I think that would be very interesting.
I have a self-defense method that I call Wrath of the Flame, based on a punishment called the Wrath of the Rock, which is detailed in the ancient work, The Comprehensive Compendium of Liyue Law. The Lord of Geo is the god of contracts, and contracts, too, can be seen as a way of restraining people. Ergo, Liyue Harbor has been the city of contracts since time immemorial.
Chi-Chi?
I heard that little herb gatherer has written out a whole set of behavioral rules for herself. She may be small, but boy, has she got her head screwed on. She's definitely destined for greatness. The young of today shall outperform us tomorrow, as they say. I must admit, she has my respect.
I like Chi-Chi too.
Ganyu is kind and thoughtful. It's just a shame she's so busy all the time. Most of the time, she's buried in an endless pile of paperwork, the only exception being her nap at noon. Don't get me wrong, I have to put in some hours at work too, but I'm happy with the job I've chosen, and it's certainly a lot less taxing than hers.
Is it, though? Well, Ganyu has a tendency to kind of overwork herself, so...
The Feiyun Commerce Guild is one of my oldest clients. Their approach to business is meticulous and thorough, and every business meeting I've had with them has always been attended by the head of the house himself. Last time, though, I happened to meet their youngest, Xingqiu. To my complete surprise, the lad had no trouble whatsoever keeping up with my train of thought. He was very eloquent, too, and had excellent manners. Definitely not a simpleton.
I like Xingqiu too. He's alright. Really likes his books, though.
I always hear people saying that the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor has an unorthodox approach to business. They think she's gone a little non-compos mentis after being in the funeral business so long. What are these people talking about? The Wangsheng funeral parlor provides a legitimate and necessary service, which is the cornerstone of any successful enterprise. Work is just work. There are no good and bad jobs, or lucky and unlucky jobs. Just jobs that need doing. If I had one gripe, it would be that the director rarely comes to me for legal advice.
Zhongli.
Mr. Zhongli has so much in-depth knowledge on so many topics, he's like a walking library, you know what I mean? He's a total savant, though he never flaunts it. I could tell just by looking at him. People like him rarely shy away from taking on complex problems alone, so in my estimation, he's certainly not a potential client. And yet, somehow, I can't help but think I know him from somewhere. It's hard to describe the feeling. I asked my father about it, and he just said something to the effect of he didn't know either, though he seemed a little evasive. It was so strange. Anyway, makes me wonder if my father is hiding something from me. Alright then, if he won't tell me what's going on, I'll just have to find out for myself.
Well, you could just ask Zhongli. He'd probably tell you. Ningguang.
You must have heard of the Tianquan Ningguang. She's the highest authority where the law is concerned, and often makes amendments to the legal codices. Every round of additions, retractions, and revisions generates mountains of material. Why, the latest edition of the legal codices contained 3 new laws, 121 revised legal annotations, and an array of new legal precedents. Archons know how long it's going to take me to commit them to memory. Still, she's a businesswoman at heart. I'm not about to let her beat me when it comes to the law. Once I finish memorizing these, I need to step up my productivity.
I think that's a good way to think about it. Good for you. Keep trying hard.
The Yuheng doesn't deal with matters of the law, and thank goodness. Knowing Keqing's attitude toward work and ruthless efficiency, I'd end up losing a lot of work. Although, no, surely it wouldn't come to that. She's a stickler for doing things the right way. No doubt she'd offend people. But if she had someone like me as her legal assistant, no way. Why should an eminent legal expert such as myself be relegated to the role of assistant? If she needs legal counsel, she can come and find me.
Well then. And Eula.
Eula saved me once, and we've kept up correspondence ever since. She's very familiar with the Knights of Favonius' legislation, but has never been one to be bound by convention. She uses cunning logic to deal with problems flexibly. Perhaps the reason we get along so easily is that I'm a similar type myself. Still, I'll never acquire that carefree spirit of hers. We are in very different professions after all.
Yeah.
Contracts of that magnitude, lifelong commitments? I've only ever signed one with my father. It's about living happily, I suppose. That's the kind of person he is. I'm proud of him for that. If he'd wanted me to sign a different contract, say, one about working myself into the ground, or stepping on others to achieve success, I would have ran away by now.
Good for you.
Sometimes, the commercial disputes I handle don't end very pleasantly. The other party might win compensation way in excess of the damages, or pay damages far exceeding the costs. Such is the price of violating a contract. Some people say I'm pretty terrifying. Others try to avoid me altogether. But I don't need to explain myself to anyone. Since the very beginning, the welfare of Leela has been my primary concern. Think about it. The origin of disputes can be traced back to the violation of contracts. People are a lot less likely to violate contracts when they see the fallout. Making sure that people realize the importance of contracts is a crucial part of my work.
Very good.
Most of the time, I feel that I have a happy and laid-back existence. I have a successful career, clothes on my back, and the freedom to go wherever I please. I've also got quite a way with words. Nobody can beat me in a debate, and yet
there is no law or standard that can define a happy life. For me, interesting people and engaging affairs, knowing where to go and which path to choose, these are all enough to bring me happiness. And on that note, you too are a source of happiness for me. In any case, whatever the life you live, the most important thing is to respect and understand the law. After all, as soon as you stray from the law, the world begins to fall to ruin.
We're a source of happiness for Yanfei. Yay! I don't think we have any other new story bits right now. We might have some with Mona. Yeah, just voiceovers. Because we haven't leveled up her friendship yet. Same with Rosaria, we just leveled them. Ooh. Ooh, Tao's almost at friendship 10. Oh, that reminds me.
Sometimes the law is compatible with you.
We can do a 10 pull. But first, Angel Bless in chat. Angel Bless with a capital B. Because we need good luck. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping it would be kind of nice to get, like, a 5-star spear. Well, why not? It's just the standard banner. Well, why not? Yanfei's in here now, right? Gotta make sure. Wait. Is Yanfei not in here yet? Ah, okay. Well, we'll have to wait then. Because, yeah, Yanfei's not in here yet. So, we'll wait. Never mind.
In nature, but sometimes
It's
the two
fine.
conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Soon. Soon. Not yet. That's okay, maybe we'll have like 20 pulls by the time that comes around. Probably not. But maybe. And that would be pretty neat. So, let's double check our map, make sure we didn't forget to do anything. Now we're good. Alright. Well, that will be it for today then. Let's switch over.